Subscribe to Simply Bitcoin.
Crazy.
Beautiful.
All
Yeah.
right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. You made it to another episode of the Meme Factory podcast. This is stream test number 125. And if any of you have ever watched or listened for any amount of time, you should know we do this so that we can't get shut down. It's just a stream test. It's not a real podcast. This didn't actually happen. This evening, we are joined by none other than Miss El Salvador. Alejandra, say hi.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with all of you.
Yeah. We're excited to have you.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
for anybody who doesn't know who you are and can't read your title on the Zoom call here, could you give us a brief summary of who you are and what you do in the Bitcoin world?
Of course. I am Alejandra Guajardo, Miss Universe El Salvador 2022. I wore the Bitcoin dress at Miss Universe. That was my national costume. And right now, I educate people about Bitcoin. I have a business of shirts, of merch about Bitcoin and El Salvador. And basically, I'm orange peeling everyone that I know here in El Salvador because, like I said before, that lots of Salvadorans, they do not use or know about Bitcoin and they live in Bitcoin country. So I want them to take advantage of that too, and not only the foreigners. So basically, that's what I do. I love Bitcoin. I love freedom, and also it it it, it fits perfect with my project that I had 10 years ago, that it is growing your own organic food. So being self-sufficient in your food and being self-sufficient in your economy with Bitcoin. So both of them comes together, and that's what I advocate for.
Excellent. Now, before we get too much further into the pod this evening, we all need to get paid. Part of that is that our sponsors require the guest to read the ad copy for the week. I believe Suscorp has sent over the ad copy to you. If you could rip through that, and that'd be great. We can all get paid and move on with the show.
Yeah, sure. Hey there, it's Alejandra, bringing peace to your space with the latest innovation from our friends at Suscorp OptiPest, the ultimate anti-pest spray optimized to keep pests away. Are those pesky influencers bugging you? Not anymore. With just a few spritz or eco-friendly spray scents pest packing without harsh chemicals. Utilizing all natural essence maize fragrance. Imagine enjoying your home or office without unwanted interlopers asking you to sign their awards, whether it's a famous Bitcoin YouTuber or a micro celebrity trapping you in the corner. Our spray has you covered, and it's safe around kids and pets too. Plus, it's super easy to use. Just shake, spray, and say goodbye to pests. Literally watch them vanish like they have a medical emergency happening to their face. Ready to reclaim your space and live pest free? Grab a bottle of OptiPest by Suscorp today and turn your personal space into a fortress. Disclaimer, this spray is not safe around pets or children.
Excellent. Well done.
Amazing.
Well done.
Good job.
I'm really glad you got to the disclaimer part. We don't want
Thank you.
people being sprayed with all
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
mace. And anybody watching that has nothing to do with that, current events or anybody you may know. So let's move it along here. Let's get you fed. I want to pass this along to Becca, who should have a sandwich menu set up for you for today. Becca, how's it going?
I'm good. Thank you. I do have a sandwich menu, but it's I've changed things up a little bit, so I'm going to share my screen. So, señorita, I have 3 sandwiches for you that you can choose from, and our first one is the Caribbean Jerk Bcash Sammy. So this is big blocks of real cheese rubbed with jerk seasoning, mixed in with some fake cheese. And it's prepared by Jailmate SBF, and it comes with $148 million in back taxes. Our second special is the Rejected Pleb Sammy. And this one's made with good intentions. This flatbread is grilled over the burning hearts of Bitcoiner simps. And it includes a shot of Opti's tears. And last but not least, our house special, Yellow's Don't Stop Believing Steak Sammy, which has been soaked in Red Bull for 906 days. And Yellow's really happy because he's back home in Greece now. So these are the 3 specials I prepared for you today. So please go ahead and pick one.
Okay. I don't know what's Jailmate SBF. What is that?
Sam Bankman-Fried, our friend over at FTX.
Okay.
And then we have the Rejected Pleb, and our usually most favorite one is Yellow's Don't Stop Believing Steak Sammy.
Okay. I'll choose the Rejected Pleb.
Oh, nice. Good
Nice.
choice. Good choice.
Excellent choice.
We'll have that over to you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becca. Appreciate that. As always, those look delicious.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Sally, how did you get in here?
I'm everyone. I'm everywhere all the time. What's up, buddy? Always good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too. Of course, I'm seeing me in your feed as well. Now, what is Yellow doing in the background here? What is that?
I don't know. I'm trying to do something, but
Okay, all right. I'll let you do it.
After a month, I'm like not used to it.
Not as good.
Don't know how to use the computer anymore.
Yeah, I can actually, yeah. I'm trying to do something with Opti, like, hey, what's up? Remember me? I was the guy that was like.
All right.
I think we overdid that joke.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're beating a dead horse at this point.
Overdid.
That's a good point. We could use a little more. But let's talk about your entry into the world of Bitcoin here, Alejandra. I'm curious if, like, because you said 2022 was when you wore the Bitcoin dress, right, for the pageant, and that was what, a year after the adoption, or was that 2 years?
Actually, I wore it last year, so 2023.
Okay, so it's been a while.
So yeah, basically it was last year when I wore it, when I went to Miss Universe.
I'm curious, did you get dragged into Bitcoin because it got like forced on you? You're a public figure for El Salvador, so you're going to be, a Bitcoin person, or is this something that you kind of just came on your own?
Well, it was my idea of doing the Bitcoin dress for Miss Universe because actually a lot of people didn't want it to be about Bitcoin, but at the end I had the final decision, and I started with Bitcoin in 2018 with some of my friends from university. We were gambling with other coins, at the beginning. So that's when I first heard about Bitcoin and started to invest. And then when I saw that my country made legal tender, and then when I won Miss Universe, I was like, wow, well, I want my national costume to be something different, something more futuristic. And I decided that I wanted to be about Bitcoin.
Very cool. I would not have guessed that. I would have guessed that was thrust upon you. Think it's super cool that you got into it in 2018 and you kind of forced that on the world of your own accord. Well done.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people told me that if the government was involved, but I like they didn't help me at all. So everything was like my idea, and my director knew the designer, so he was the one that made that connection. But yeah, the government was not involved at all.
Did
So,
they
yeah.
did they want to be involved afterwards? Like, did they reach out afterwards like, hey, that was a good idea?
Well, the last year Miss Universe was in El Salvador. It was on November. So, but it wasn't because of that. It's because, you know, like here in El Salvador, Bukele wants to have like better, like good impressions about El Salvador, that now it's safe, and that events like these that are super important and international, they happen in El Salvador. So he brought Miss Universe because of that, so people can get to know where it is El Salvador, and have like more tourism. But not necessarily it was because of my Bitcoin dress.
So before we go a little bit further to what you do especially, and after a month that I spent there, what is your idea? What do you think is the next big thing that has to happen in El Salvador? Like something that needs to be fixed, or there is a very big need of. What's your opinion? That doesn't have to be about Bitcoin, like in general.
What has to be fixed in the country in general?
Yeah, or you guys, El Salvadorians are in need of, or don't have enough, you know?
Okay. Well, like I said, El Salvador is growing a lot since Bukele started to be president. It's like a totally different country. Now people know where El Salvador is. Now people want to come here, because before, like, my family didn't want it to come back here because it was super insecure. Like, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna go to El Salvador and do what? There's nothing to do there, and it's super insecure. And now the World Surf is here, like all big events are here, and also the Pan Americs. I don't know if you know those, like Olympics, but there's a lot to prove right now, because like I said, it's growing. But something that I will totally say, that we need more education on do not throw trash to the streets. I will say that that's very simple thing to do, and that every Salvadoran should be conscious about it, because if you have your streets clean, then you can improve in a lots of stuff, and you can focus in like, I don't know, like now building some other big things. But I think the beginning of all of this, it's to like very simple steps, like not throwing trash to the streets, because sometimes when I go to the beach, there's tons of like trash, and I hate that. So I will say that simple, big improvement, it's very important for Salvadorian. But I think
that's actually perfect, because that was the first view I saw of El Salvador going to the party. Was there is a bunch of trash in the sides of the roads, in the main roads. And you're right, that's like a very simple thing to do educational wise. You just okay, of course, like educate the kids and give them like a good upbringing is good, but like also education is about everyday simple things, like don't throw the trash outside and I can relate to that, because in the 90s a similar campaign happened in Greece, where until then we were like throwing the trash out of the cars, you know, and a simple campaign like really can impact that.
Yeah, exactly. I have the idea that those like little small steps make like big countries, like for example in Singapore, if they throw like a bubble gum, a gum, like you go to jail. Like you will say, oh, that's stupid, but it's not, because at the end with those little things, then it can be a bigger problem. So if you start from the bottom, then you would not have like those big problems that comes afterwards, you know. So for me,
let's not start by putting people in jail right away.
Sensitive week for that.
Oh, you threw out gum, you have tattoo in jail. No.
Well, no,
Straight to
that's.
jail.
I remember in the like late '90s, there was an American in Singapore who got caned for spitting gum out on the street. It was a very serious thing that showed up on the news in the U.S. I remember thinking that was odd. Are you guys bringing caning back into practice? Do you think?
huh?
Like hitting people with a large stick publicly?
No.
No,
I think
Just jail.
El Salvadorians
Bring it back.
don't have to lose that kind of. There's a vibe there that's like everything is like relaxed a little bit, you know. You don't have to lose that. You have to keep that, but also a little bit of education of like, okay, don't throw your trash, but like do whatever you want, you know. Like you don't have to lose that, because I feel like Singapore is like too strict. Don't do that, or don't do this, and don't do that. Don't lose that vibe of like calmness and c'est la vie, let's say.
I think sometimes you need to, I don't know if this is correct in English, to have like a hard hand, you know, to be strict so things can happen. And we can see the perfect example here in El Salvador, what Nayib did. He did with the Maras, that he put all of them in jail. And now what? Now it's the safest country in Latin America. Even Canadians want to come and live here, when Canada is one of the most safest countries in the world. So sometimes I think that if you don't do things like very strict, then it won't function. Because at the end in this life, nature and everything, it's not like más o menos, you know, like more or less, or it's full or it's nothing. It's black or it's white, not gray, you know. So sometimes you need to do things like super strict so they can work out. Because I'm half
until
Mexican.
you educate them,
Exactly.
you educate them and they do it by themselves.
Yeah. I used to live in Mexico a lot of years, and for example, there's a lot of crime there as well, and they fight the crime, but they don't do it like completely, so they will never end the crime like they did in here. So or you do all of them or you don't do anything, because like a little bit, not like, no, that doesn't work.
Is nobody else going to say anything about Yellow promoting having re-education camps and punishment for
I
littering?
didn't say that. God damn it.
I'm curious, Alejandra, have you always been super industrious, or is it like is it something about Bitcoin that pushed you into like entrepreneurship? Because I think you've got what, 2 different companies, Chibo and then what's the CBD infused company? Again?
No, actually,
Your podcast.
it's my CBD brand that it's with my family. But no, since I was a little girl, I swear I will grab rocks, paint them, and sell them to my neighbors and tell them that if they bought them, they will have good luck in their lives and they will buy it, you know? So since I was a little girl, I will like do everything. I will sell like candies, jewelry. I will do like bracelets and I will sell them. I just love to sell, like more than modeling. I love business and selling. So since I was a little girl, I was born with this. So this was since I was little.
How did that come about? Mom or dad have a business?
My mom, she was the one, like, I don't know, she told me that since I was a little girl, I had like a lot of energies, and she was like, go and sell all of your neighbors, you know. And so I will go, I will sell everything, and I will be so happy, you know, because I sold everything. And then I started to like have little business until now that I have my CBD business with my family, that I do the CBD oil, the lotions for the face, and now that I have my merch of Bitcoin and El Salvador.
I have a young daughter with a lot of energy. Did that work? Sending you out to sell stuff throughout the neighborhood? Did that like use up your energy and time well, or did you just come home with more energy and money to spend on things?
No. I would be like, I will still have energy, of course. But
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't think you have a solution there, buddy.
No, I don't think so either.
Sorry, Greg.
I don't think so either. No. I think I'm making myself another job.
We've still got some of those good luck Crocs for sale.
The mistake was done 7 years ago, Greg.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mistake. It was.
My favorite mistake. All right, so tell us a little bit about Chivo, because that's it's part of the reason we have Sally here tonight as well. What do you do there?
okay, when I started to give classes to the kids about Bitcoin, I will give them for free a shirt of, I have some here. I'm gonna show you this one. I will give them like a free shirt. This is of Nayib Bukele. But I will give them this one actually. Oh, and I have this one as well. I will give 100 shirts for all the kids at public schools. So to keep like giving them this free shirt, I started to do my shirts. So I will sell them, and then I will go to schools and I will give them 100 shirts. Polo shirts with the B of Bitcoin. So they can never forget that class that I gave and start investing at least $1 in Bitcoin. That's what I tell them. So that's why I started Chivo. But now I'm going to start my other brand of Miss Bitcoin.
Oh, that's the podcast, and that's the podcast, right?
Yeah, that's the whole podcast. I really appreciate you coming tonight.
You were, of course, yeah, you were there.
I was there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I haven't announced it, but yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast as well. So you better come to my podcast when I invite you all.
Okay.
All right.
You don't want to do that, actually. You don't want to but okay, we'll be there.
I think the last time we were all invited on a podcast is one of the last episodes of the Phil and Nico Simply Bitcoins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Simply Bitcoin split up then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was tragic.
All right, and so is it Chivo or is
Wait,
it...
actually, now that you're saying it, before that, we went to Toxic Happy Hour and they stopped doing episodes too. So there's a pattern there. Oh,
Shit.
didn't they?
Well, Ben's still doing his podcast, so maybe not.
For now, let's see if we can get on there again and shut him down. But who are we gonna break him up with? You know, it needs to be a pair.
Which Ben? No.
He's
no.
here.
Okay, no. I'm not putting you guys on.
All right, so this Miss Bitcoin brand, is that the one that you're doing with in conjunction with No Hue or with Proof of Ink? How are you sourcing?
With Cell, we're working on it.
Okay, still working on it.
Yeah. Me and her were ironing everything out. But yeah, no. Hopefully, so No Hue and Proof of Ink will be fulfilling a lot of the merchandise for her on the apparel side and everything there. So that is something that we are trying to iron out these next couple of weeks.
No pun.
Take a little off her shoulders there. She's got a lot going on there.
Sally, what number project of that you're involved in? Is that like a 20?
He's going for 21
project you do? Like,
I
are you like stop multiplying your ads now and you're multiplying the jobs you're getting, or what? What are you doing?
No. I have No Hue is something that I'm launching here in the summer, and Alejandra is one of the first ones that's going to be a part of it. So it's a collaboration of a lot of different plebs that are all doing the merchandise and everything, proof of work. So it's basically me bringing everybody together to help doing merchandise and everything for different brands, but also bring all everybody's products and everything to like one hood. So kind of like a pleb marketplace.
That's fucking awesome. We need more pleb initiatives for sure.
Yeah, so it's something I've been working hard on. So it's coming this summer, and stay tuned. But yeah, we have a lot of plebs that are working on it and collaborating. So it's a real fun project. I'm excited to launch it here soon.
Excellent. So Alejandra, how many businesses are you working with now? So I've got Chibo, Kankanami, and Miss Bitcoin. Are you going to try to keep up with selling here? Do you have more in the making, or is it just these three?
I'm doing some other projects, but not with Bitcoin, more with the government. That's another company. But right now, that's basically what's keeping me busy, and that's enough. I could do more, but I'm gonna see in the future.
And are you running these companies on a Bitcoin standard?
Wait. Sorry. It's because of a call came. Okay, what?
So are you running these companies on a Bitcoin standard? Like, are you saving the company profits in Bitcoin? Are you running them on a dollar standard? How are you running them?
The one of the government, no, but the other ones in Bitcoin for sure.
And what's been a more powerful like orange pilling mechanism for you? Has it been the businesses? Has it been Miss El Salvador? Or has it been like local friend groups?
What has been more?
What Bitcoiners like more, or like how do you reach more Bitcoiners through what project of yours?
Well, yeah, you were saying part of what you do in El Salvador is orange pilling people, like getting them to understand and accept Bitcoin. And I wanted to know which of these vehicles that you have put together has proven the best for you. So is it one of these businesses that is more effective at orange pilling people? Is it your personal relationships? Is it the Miss El Salvador thing?
I would say the project that I did about the kids when going to schools, definitely that one, and also the one of the food, the sustainable food. That one for me, it's the most important one because I always say that at the end you cannot eat Bitcoin. So if you fulfill the most essential things that human beings need, that it's food, then you don't have to worry about anything, So I will say first my sustainable food, and the story that I tell of my dad, how he was cured of cancer with the medicinal plants, with cannabis, and growing our own organic food. So I will say definitely that one's the one that inspired me to never give up on anything, because my dad, they gave him 1 year of life after they took the pancreas, and he's still with me after 10 years. So I will say that because of him, I made all of this reality. If he could, then why not me?
So wait, can you go a little bit further on this?
Yeah.
This is interesting. Like, you tried the normal route of like medicine, and that didn't work, and then you switched to alternative ways, like with cannabis oil.
The story started.
Can you hear me?
How I started with the cannabis?
No, like the story with your father, like how you switched to cannabis oil and made it work, right? Bumpy internet.
Yes. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up a little bit,
So,
but yeah. We'll take our time.
Good job. It's just a test stream.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Sometimes the internet there will be a little bit fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
How do you know?
Like soft fuzzy or like electric fuzzy?
Can you cuddle with it?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, fuzzy, isn't that the word? Fuzzy? Isn't it, right?
Yeah. Fuzzy's a word.
Well, yeah. It is a word, I know that.
Apparently your plushie is like the perfect size to cuddle with.
Okay,
so I've been told.
So you have another. Are you ready for tomorrow, Becca?
Yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow.
You're giving birth tomorrow, right?
Well, on Sunday, supposedly.
No, tomorrow.
Oh, is that your bet?
4th of May, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the 3rd of May.
Okay.
Well, okay,
well,
I
Greece,
guess in
Greece is a day ahead.
Yeah. Rusty. In 2 days, then yellow on the 4th of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 2 days, yeah.
That's why I'm bouncing on my ball.
Why do you want May 4th
with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep on bouncing on the ball.
May the 4th, and his name is Luca. So
yeah, that's why I'm saying, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was that obvious. Whatever. Fine, guys, I hate you.
I've been eating dates. Supposedly, dates help induce labor. So
do that.
Yep, that's what the internet says.
Have you tried? Get
out of me,
jelly.
Jelly.
If you do jelly here, you're gonna give birth at the same second.
Why?
Oh.
Yeah. He has that superpower.
At the same second, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's how that works.
Yep.
He's going to induce my labor. Okay.
Yeah.
Job number 21.
Can I ask? Can I ask how's the need, Sally, or is it too soon?
The what?
We cannot hear you, Sally. You're muted.
Oh, he's on mute. Yeah.
Moody.
Mute.
Oh, I'm just sitting here laughing on mute. Yeah. It's fine. Ish. We'll find out.
Fuck. Oh man, I just admitted her to the Zoom call and she disappeared again. What the hell? Oh well.
Great job, Greg.
Thanks. Oh, it's coming back. No.
Becca's just bouncing.
What exactly?
Bouncing on my exercise ball.
When you post pictures saying, "Hey, this is my little one," everybody's gonna be like, "No, you're still pregnant. I don't believe you."
I know.
Yeah, nobody's gonna believe shit.
That baby is not real.
Please tell me you have that meme ready to go.
Actually,
that motherfucker is not
real. That's a good meme to do. Like after you give birth, like we all pretend you're still pregnant.
Yes.
you should Photoshop Greg's face on top of every baby pic ever.
And she's back.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. My phone got.
No worries.
The internet is fuzzy. It's okay.
We were talking about cannabis oil and as an alternative way to combat cancer. If you want to go further a little bit in that story.
Yes, of course. So 11 years ago, my dad got pancreatic cancer. And that is the most difficult cancers that you can overcome. So they gave, when we were at the surgery at the hospital, the doctor told us that it was a 50-50 chance that he will survive the surgery and 50 that he wouldn't. And like the perfect example for this, it's I forgot the name, the owner of Apple.
Tim Cook.
Steve Jobs.
Oh, yes.
Wozniak.
Yeah, Steve Jobs. he died of pancreatic cancer. He got all the money in the world and he didn't make it. So like, it doesn't matter how much money do you have if you don't have health, if you don't eat healthy, then nothing is important. So at the end, he survived. But the doctor told us that it's very difficult to live without a pancreas. It's super, super difficult. So he said, like, you have 1 year of life. Take care of you, take care of yourself, and eat healthy. So my dad started to take the CBD oil, cannabis oil, because cannabis regenerates the cells. And now he has been with us, like I said, 10 years, 11 years. And also because we started to grow our own vegetables, fruits, and everything organic, no pesticides, no chemicals. And my dad, my parents, they live in a ranch in the outskirts of the city. So they started to grow cannabis, and my dad started to do the oil, and he started to give it to people in need that didn't have access to doctors or medicines, that have cancer, Parkinson, epilepsy, tumors, fibromyalgia, of course, insomnia, muscle pain, everything. Like, cannabis, it's a miraculous plant. It's the best plant of the world, I will say. Like, it's super, super good for a lot of stuff. So we started to see that old ladies that had Parkinson, that they never got out of their bed, they started to like cook and go out. And then this girl, the doctors told her that she had a tumor in the brain, that there was no solution for her. She started to take the cannabis oil, and the tumor reduced. So we started to see a lot of good stuff, and my dad started to give more and more and more for free. So that's why we started the business, to continue helping all of those people in need. And I started, so that was before, of course, Miss Universe, because it was 11 years ago. So for me, this was like an amazing project, and something that everyone should know, because the system doesn't want us to be healthy, to be cured. The pharmaceutical system is one of the biggest is the biggest in the world, with the guns. So they don't want us to be healthy, because they will stop selling medicines. So I started to give like talks about growing your own stuff, you being a self-sufficient community, like we built where my parents live. We started to educate the people that it is very important to be self-sufficient in your food, because human beings can stop traveling, they can stop buying stuff, but they will never stop eating. And if you are self-sufficient in the most essential thing that human beings need, that it's eating, then you don't need to worry about the system, because they contaminate us with all the food. We don't know where it comes from. Everything is full of chemicals. And now it's so easy to have a salad here at your house with Uber Eats or whatever, but you don't know if that's even like healthy anymore, because you don't know how they grow them, with what would they grow them. And now, I don't know if you heard, but Bill Gates, he's like buying all of this land, because he wants to have control of all the food and the most essential things. So I think human beings need to be more conscious and be prepared for that, because they're going to control us with the food. So if we start doing like self-sufficient communities, then we can beat that. But yeah, that's what I'm like talking about all of this every time that I can, when I go to events, conferences, so people can open their eyes. So that's why I am very thankful that that situation happened to my dad, because that made me open my eyes and made me realize where we live and what do we have to do to help others. So my dad's still with us. Of course, he doesn't have like quality life, because he doesn't have a pancreas, but he's still alive, and he still takes the CBD oil. And I also tell all of these people that have a bad idea of the cannabis, that it's a drug and all of that. It is not. The pharmaceutical system, it's not good for them that people know that cannabis can cure you for a lot of diseases, you know. So I will say that's because it's not legal in lots of places, because it's very easy to grow it and everyone can do it. But for me, it's like the best plant that you can have and that you can get cured with.
People are also asking in the chat, what's the legality around cannabis in El Salvador?
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't say this at the beginning. All of this, the cannabis I get in Mexico, because here in El Salvador, growing cannabis, it's not legal in Mexico. Yes, exactly. It's going to be legal. It's going to be legal. I don't know when, but it's going to be legal, of course. But yeah, my parents, they live in Mexico City, and that's where we do it.
Awesome.
And is it organic cannabis, or is it Roundup cannabis?
Of course it's organic. Yeah. We use a fertilizer that it's cinnamon with garlic. That's our pesticide, and it's 100% natural.
Also,
garlic.
I need to say something. Selly's been passing cats across of his screen for multiple times during the course of the stream. There was a black one. That last one was a different color. I don't know what's going on here.
What's happening there?
They're fighting. I was just.
Did you stop growing chicken and growing cats now?
He grew the chickens so that he could feed the cats.
I wasn't trying to distract. It was just like they were fighting. Sorry.
Now we do have a question from Jay in the audience, and we are nothing if not
No, we don't do the questions from Jay. That's the meme, though.
No, yeah, we shouldn't do that.
We ignore them.
I mean, because we got one in last week, and he's getting married because of it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
very successful.
Right. Yeah.
And this question is related to that.
I forgot that. What does he need now? I think
it's related to the wedding. He wanted to know if Alejandro suggested a flat white or a pearl white for his dress at the wedding.
I will say pearl white.
All right, Jay, there's your answer. Pearl white.
Yeah.
and Becca is bouncing.
Wait, so tell me about this delicious sounding cinnamon and garlic fertilizer you're using. Do you guys eat the fertilizer? Is it the fertilizer or the pesticide?
It's a pesticide. Yeah.
How much do you have to use?
Actually, we don't use that much, and we use it more for our tomatoes or strawberries, but not much for the cannabis, to be honest.
Nothing wants to eat
but
it.
That's a good pesticide if you want to do it with your plants. It's great.
So what do you do?
It makes it more yummy.
Exactly.
Who doesn't like cinnamon and garlic? They're awesome.
Garlic flavored strawberries sounds delicious.
No, of course it doesn't.
Okay, another thing that I saw in El Salvador and really ties up here in our conversation is the abundance of fresh fruit you have. You have a lot of fresh fruit. Like literally, I was in El Zonte and I was having a smoke outside and I could hear boom, boom, boom. And that's like the sound of the mangoes falling in the roofs, right? So I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, here goes another $5. Oh, here goes another $5. Oh, here goes and there's so many, so fresh and ready to be eaten. But yeah, most of them don't go to the markets. I guess they just fall in the ground.
Yeah, actually, 2 days ago, I went to my friend's house and she has this mangoes tree. And she gave me like lots of mangoes and like jam that she made. Like it was delicious. But yeah, here in El Salvador, that's another thing that you ask me, what do you think if El Salvador needs? I will say that more culture of, yeah, growing your stuff. Because here in El Salvador, we get our meat from Nicaragua, fruits and vegetables from Guatemala, Mexico, and even the USA. You know, like here, it's super hard to find good blackberries and good strawberries. It's super, super hard. Like strawberries here are horrible. So yeah, we have mangoes, we have coconuts, but
most of the other things are imported, right? Okay. Yeah, I even saw a lot of like most of the water, the bottled water I got was actually a Central American company, but it was owned by Coca-Cola. So I was like, no way, they should have fresh water somewhere here for sure, but I didn't get it.
Oh yes, we do have this one. I'm gonna show you. This one is local.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's some locals. Yeah, of course we have Coca-Cola stuff, but yeah, we have some locals, and this is like here, made in El Salvador.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you really claim that the water's made in El Salvador, though?
Huh? What?
Like they made they combined the hydrogen and the oxygen and made water in El Salvador?
Yeah.
Very
Up
cool.
in the clouds.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of the program here. I want to make sure you've got some time to talk about any projects you're working on that you think the audience might need to be aware of, or that you'd like to make them aware of. What are you working on? What's happening in Bitcoin that's got your attention?
Okay, so like I said, I'm starting a podcast because there's not a lot of Latinas in Bitcoin with podcasts and Spanish ones. Because I'm gonna do it in English, yes, but my plan is to do it like with a lot of Spanish speakers. So that's one of my main projects for now, and my merch of Miss Bitcoin, and I'm gonna do another one, but that's a surprise that Sel knows, but and well, I will say that my favorite one for sure it's the CBD, because it's like a good business, because I'm helping people and I'm curing. Yeah, that's how you say curing.
Yep.
Curando. Estoy curando gente. So I would say that one is like my main. And also I do lotions for the face of CBD, because like I said before, the CBD regenerates the cells. So imagine in your face, no wrinkles, no acne, no dark spots, no anything. I use them and they're great. They're handmade. My mom makes them. So I do the lotions, I do the CBD oil, and I do gummies. Those are to sleep or whatever. Like they are not that medicinal. They are gummies. And oh yeah, this is one of my other things that I'm doing this year. I'm in another pageant that it's called Miss Charm. It's international as well. I'm gonna represent El Salvador, and I'm working on my national costume. So if you have any ideas, I'm open to hear.
Please don't be Ethereum dress.
No.
How did
Please don't go there.
Oh, never. But I want it to be maybe, of, again, about Bitcoin, but something like super different. So I'm thinking about that. I'm working on that because the pageant, it's going to be in Asia, most likely. And it's going to be around October, September, something like that. So I need to think about my national costume.
Where in Asia?
No, they don't say yet. They don't say the date or the place.
Oh, they just
Last
say
year,
Asia and let you try to figure out where in like 2.5 billion people's worth of cities you're going to be?
what?
They just say it's going to be in Asia, and then you have to like guess at where in the 2.5 billion people.
I'm guessing Asia because the
They don't
owner
even
is
tell
from
you? You're guessing Asia?
Wait, because the owner is from Vietnam, and last year it was in Vietnam. So because the owner is from there, I will say maybe in Asia, but yeah, we don't know. Maybe in Europe, Africa.
Let's hope it's not in Taiwan.
Taiwan. Why Taiwan?
There's some tensions now with China.
Might be hard to get in and out, is what he's saying.
Bubble tea was invented in Taiwan, and I love bubble tea.
Nice. True.
Now we do have an interesting development here this evening. We have a standard question we ask on the podcast called the RD question, and RD is usually not here to ask it himself, and I usually have to ask somebody to
and
do
somehow today he is
an English accent. So while we have him here, I was hoping we could get the RD question from the man himself, as long as he's got his notes available to check.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got my notes here. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Alejandra, thanks for coming on. This is the important question. If the meme factory did exist, and we all know it doesn't, which one of us would you like? Which one of us would you retweet? And which one of us would you mute? And which one of us would you zap on Nosta?
Okay, so zap.
Yep.
Sell.
Like,
Nice.
retweet,
We'll take it.
mute. Oh, you're saying Sally gets a zap. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you said like all of you, right? From all of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meet Bitcoin Becca because I don't know her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Brave.
Last time I make sandwiches for a woman.
Well, we have another one next week.
And retweet you.
Me?
RD?
Retweet.
RD?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
he could use them.
And the other
Could
ones
use some
are
retweets right now.
Last one's a like.
like yellow, and the other one Greg.
Oh, I don't think
Okay.
I think we're out of things to give out. I think there's none for me. That's fine. It's fine. Usually I get
You and
muted.
Yellow have to share the like.
Well, I will invent mine, so I will say comment on yours.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah,
the engagement.
mostly everyone reply and comment under Craig's tweets with "fuck you, Craig." So that's
That's about par for the course.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's an improvement for you.
It is. It really is. You know, we're just one step at a time. Better and better every day. Right, RD?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Alejandra, wanted to say thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Really appreciated you coming out. And thank you to the audience and everybody for coming out this evening.
No, thank
Happy
you.
58K, guys.
Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. And I'll invite you to my podcast. So
Yes, please.
be ready.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Cheers.